Are you actually serious right now? You're telling me it's 2025 and you're still letting these petty bullshit excuses hold you back from achieving your highest potential with your YouTube channel and with your business? I mean, come on. You know that you're meant to be this great YouTube leader. You know that you're meant to dominate your niche. You know that you're meant to be speaking on stages, writing books, posting videos more than you're doing so right now. But what's going on? I mean, you're holding back because you're afraid what people will think? You're afraid what Billy the bully from high school thinks? Or what about your mom or your cousin thinks? I mean, are you really going to let that hold you back? Are you afraid that no one's going to buy? That people are going to leave negative comments? You're seriously telling me that these beliefs, these things that don't even have a physical existence, you just make them up in your head, you're letting those things hold you back when in reality you have full control over this? I was just talking to a client this morning, and last year she went through a really stuck period. Something was holding her back, and she really needed to rewrite her story. And this morning I talked to her, and she's like a whole different person. She's still her, but she's more of who she's meant to be. And when you talk to her, you can tell that she's just in her highest essence. One more thing to emphasize about this client, by her being on the frequency, it was easier for her to show up and make YouTube content. It flowed out of her like water, and it was easier for her to have the right conversations that led to 12 membership signups. You can achieve this too, and keep watching because I'm eventually going to tell you more about the resources I made to help you make it happen. And that's what you need to achieve for yourself. And I know that you've either operated a way before or you've seen someone else operate where they're just on a really high frequency. And it's not like they're being someone else, they're being who they're meant to be. And when that happens, it's so beautiful and it's so contagious, and that's what you need to do. You can achieve that for yourself. And it's almost like when you unlock that state, when you let go of these beliefs and you go all in with your YouTube channel and with your business, it's almost like you're being high. It's almost like you're high all the time. And when I say high, I'm not talking about like, you know, someone like a college kid high on like weed or something. Like, no, I'm talking like a very clean and natural high. It's like you get high on life, because when you're just operating that way, things start to fall into place and so many synchronicities happen, and it's just crazy what's possible when you reach your highest potential. And so how can you go about doing that for your life? Because I'm sure this all sounds great, but if you're anyone like me, you need a bit of structure. You need a bit of a roadmap. I actually created one just for you. I recently created this at the end of 2024 because I hit a point where I was so burnt out with my YouTube channel, with my business, because, you know, I was doing all the things, but something didn't quite feel like I was like fully aligned. It didn't totally feel like that natural high, like something felt off. And so I completely tore down my YouTube business and I rebuilt it back up, because it turns out I'm not alone. I watched over a dozen videos from YouTube entrepreneurs who either quit or stepped back, and you know, I realized that this roadmap anyone can follow, whether you're new or you've been doing this for a while, to achieve really amazing things. It's pretty straightforward, so feel free to read through this. I even made a whole playlist going deep into all of these points, but especially when you connect back with your core and you let go of what doesn't serve you and you start to say yes to things that are in alignment with who you truly are, that's when things start to click. And that's not always the easiest step for many people. This takes going within. This takes doing the shadow work, which means going through old wounds. Maybe you experienced issues, you know, maybe you went through a divorce, maybe you had childhood issues, maybe you went through something really traumatic. You have to dig into that and you have to heal from that in order to improve your mindset and get rid of those limiting beliefs that are running your life. This also takes really connecting back with your health. There's so many things in society that just deteriorate our natural human health and our natural human potential. And a lot of that has to do with the food we eat, the way that we live our lives. And I can make a whole YouTube channel on that, but honestly, it's not my main calling. I'd rather help big YouTube entrepreneurs like I'm doing now. I'd rather help them to refine their YouTube channel and their business systems, because that's my main zone of genius. And so I'm still doing that in many ways, but you have to really do that for yourself to really unlock the next level. One big thing that worked for me, and research this if you want to do it, this is a natural way to get that high and to really operate from your highest potential. It's fasting. Now, our ancestors, they fasted all the time. They were on this cycle of fasting and feasting because they were hunter-gatherers. Many of them, you know, wouldn't have food for days. And so the body actually really thrives on fasting, and it can help you. There's so many benefits. I mean, look it up. It can help you just really elevate your thinking, and it reduces like so many chronic diseases like cancer, and the list goes on and on. Like, I read this book right here. It's Fast Like a Girl If You're a Woman by Dr. Mindy Pelz. I'm sure there's ones for men, but that's the one I'm reading now for women, and it's really good, and that can really help you. And these things that I'm talking about can really help you step into 2025. There's a lot of these BS videos out there by YouTube business gurus saying, oh, like, to succeed, like, you need to strictly follow my step-by-step framework. But I don't really like those. I like roadmaps, things that are more flexible, things where you can pivot. And these things that I'm talking about, no one else really does. And these other YouTube business gurus, they're not operating from a place of optimal wellness, optimal health, and they're the ones who actually burn out, like our friends over here. And I don't want that to be you, truly. And so if you're a conscious expert, you're someone who you just know you're meant for big things, and you know that YouTube is such a big stepping stone, such a big vehicle for getting your message out there and leading to other opportunities, like you speaking on stages, you writing books, you being one of the best known leaders in your niche, then this channel is for you. And I created so many resources to help you get there. If you're listening to this in January, I have 2 free events coming up. One is where I'm going to interactively help you to, walk through this roadmap, and you'll leave with a master list so that you know exactly what to do to work through these. I also have a free website and also channel review happening next Monday, January 13th. And this is where I can actively review your channel live. If you can't make it, there is a recording, but I can give you feedback on your content, on your branding style, on your funnels, and this is going to be done in a way just so that you can make improvements. It's good to get like a clean outside perspective because you've been looking at your stuff for so long. And then I have my YouTube Business Bootcamp. This comes with 3 tiers, so feel free to read more about them and choose which one is best for you. You can apply, and we can even get on the phone to have a conversation. But these are resources that I put together because I am on a mission to help ambitious experts who are here to make a difference using YouTube as a vehicle. And so if that's you, if you know that you're meant to do great things, go ahead and drop the hashtag I am a creator down below, because I want to see who you are. And I want you to know that I have a lot in store for all of you in 2025. I have a lot of really great topic ideas. I have a lot of great resources that I'm going to create. And there's some other stuff as well, which I'm not going to reveal just yet. But subscribe to stay tuned. And thanks for coming along for the journey. And I will see you for the next video. Bye.